I just discovered my husband has been secretly charging me rent. To live in a house he owns, you won't believe what he did with the money. I'm 26, and I feel like I'm living in a simulation. I don't know if I should be impressed or file for divorce. Yesterday, my 31-year-old husband, Mark, took his car to the shop. I borrowed his laptop to print a return label. He left his email open. I saw a notification from a property management software. It said, Tenant Payment Confirmation, Unit 4B. Unit 4B is our * apartment. For the last 3 years, Mark has told me we were renting this place from his Uncle Jerry. He said it was a friends and family discount of $1,800 a month. Since we split finances, I Venmo Mark $900 on the first of every month. I have distinct memories of him stressing out. He'd say, "Babe, can you send the rent? Uncle Jerry is blowing up my phone." I clicked the email. It wasn't a receipt for rent paid. It was a receipt for rent * collected. I dug deeper. Mark bought this apartment 4 years ago, before we even got married. There is no Uncle Jerry. The rent I send him, it goes directly into a separate investment account, in his name only. I confronted him when he got home. I was shaking. I expected him to apologize. Instead, he laughed. He literally chuckled and said, "Babe, that's the nest egg. I knew if I told you I own the place, you want to spend that $900 on clothes or trips. I forced you to save. There's almost $35,000 in there now." He thinks he's a financial genius. He keeps saying, "It's for our future family." But all I can think about is the time I cried in the kitchen because my commission check was low, and I had to sell my grandmother's vintage jewelry to make my half of the rent. He watched me sell it. He took the money, and he deposited it into his secret account. He's currently sleeping on the couch because I told him he's a manipulative liar. He told his mom, and now she's texting me saying I should be grateful to have a husband who plans for the future. I feel completely betrayed, but everyone is acting like I won the lottery. Am I losing my mind? Did I overreact? What would you do in my situation? Let me know in the comments. My husband is furious with me because I canceled a $1,500 purchase, but wait until you hear why I did it. Am I the a-hole for what I did? Here's the story. I'm a 29-year-old woman. My husband, Dave, is 34. He's currently staying at his mom's house. He says I committed financial abuse over a gaming PC. I make about 75% of our household income. We have a joint account for bills and savings. We agreed that big purchases over $200 need a discussion, but Dave didn't follow that rule. Dave has a son, Leo, from a previous marriage. Leo is 12. He's a sweet kid, but he's addicted to screens. His grades have tanked. I'm talking straight DS and an F in math. 3 months ago, Dave and I sat Leo down. We made a deal. If Leo pulled his grades up to at least BS by the end of the semester, we would buy him the high-end gaming setup he's been begging for. It was supposed to be a motivation tool. Report cards came out yesterday. Leo failed math completely. He got a D in English. He didn't even turn in his final project. I thought that was the end of it. But this morning, I got a fraud alert on my phone. A charge for $1,499 at Best Buy. I called Dave immediately. He didn't answer. I checked the joint account. He was trying to drain our emergency fund, money we set aside for house repairs, to buy the PC. I was livid. I logged into the banking app. I immediately transferred the money out of the joint account and into my personal savings. I did it before the charge could fully post. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. It was Dave, screaming. Apparently, his card declined at the register. It was in front of a huge line of people, and Leo started crying. Dave had to leave the store empty-handed. When he got home, he told me I emasculated him. He said I'm being an evil stepmother who enjoys watching a child suffer. He argued that Leo tried his best. He said I shouldn't gatekeep his happiness over grades. I told him he was rewarding failure, with my money. Now my mother-in-law is blowing up my phone, calling me controlling. Dave says he won't come back until I apologize and transfer the money back for the computer. So, am I the a-hole? Did I overreact, or is my husband completely out of line? Let me know what you think. I handed my husband an invoice for $4,500 this morning. Now he's threatening to leave me. Am I the a-hole? I'm a 29-year-old woman. My husband, Dave, is 32. He's a stay-at-home dad to our 2 sons. They're 3 and 5 years old. I'm the sole breadwinner. I don't resent it. But I take my job very seriously. It funds our entire life. Yesterday was the big one. I was pitching a contract to a new client. This contract would guarantee my quarterly bonus, roughly $4,500 after tax. I sat Dave down 3 days ago. I looked him in the eye. I said, take the boys to the trampoline park from 1:00 p.m. to 3:00 p.m. Do not come home early. This call pays our mortgage. He promised. He took the $80 I gave him for tickets and pizza and left. 1:45 p.m. I'm in the middle of the closing pitch. I'm unmuted, screen sharing data. Suddenly, the front door slams open. I hear Dave yelling, "Stop crying, it's just a scrape." But that's not the worst part. The office door bursts open. I locked it, but he has a key. My 3-year-old runs in. He's completely naked from the waist down because of a potty accident. He's screaming bloody murder. Dave walks in behind him, staring at his phone. He asks loudly, "Hey, have you seen the wipes?" The client saw everything. The VP awkwardly laughed. Then he said, "Let's reschedule when things are calmer." They emailed my boss an hour later. They went with a competitor who demonstrated better focus. I lost the bonus. When I confronted Dave, he shrugged. He said, "It was hot out and the toddler had an accident. You prioritize money over your kid's comfort. It's just a job." That broke me. Just a job pays for his truck and his gaming setup, so I calculated the lost bonus. I printed an invoice for $4,500. The title? Negligence fee. I told him this is coming out of his discretionary spending for the year. No new games, no golf trips, until the debt is paid. He called me a financial abuser and a heartless mother. My sister thinks I'm right, but his mom is blowing up my phone. She says I treat him like an employee. So, am I the a-hole? Did I overreact, or is he completely out of line? Let me know in the comments. I walked in on my maid of honor cooking pasta, in my $4,000 wedding dress. I immediately kicked her out. I'm 26 years old, and I'm still shaking. My wedding is in 12 days. My best friend, Sarah, also 26, was supposed to be my maid of honor. I came home early from work because of a migraine. As soon as I opened the door, I smelled garlic and roasted tomatoes. I walked into the kitchen and froze. Sarah was standing at the stove, stirring a pot of marinara sauce, wearing MY custom, $4,200 wedding dress. The silk train was dragging across the kitchen tile that hasn't been mopped in a week. She wasn't just trying it on, she was playing house. Her new boyfriend was sitting at the island drinking red wine, watching her. I screamed, "What the actual hell are you doing?" Sarah didn't even look guilty. She turned around, still holding the saucy wooden spoon, and said, "Chill. I just wanted to see if this silhouette would work for my body type whenever I get married. You weren't supposed to be home until 6. Then I saw it, a bright orange grease splatter, on the lace bodice. Right over the ribs, I saw red. I told her to take it off immediately and get out. She rolled her eyes and said I was being a drama queen and that club soda gets anything out. I forced her to strip out of it in the bathroom right then and there. I inspected the dress. The oil had soaked into the silk lining. I told her she is out of the wedding and she has until Sunday to move her stuff out of the apartment. Now, our mutual friend group is blowing up my phone. Sarah has been crying to everyone that I'm a materialistic bridezilla who is throwing away a decade of friendship over a piece of fabric that she can pay to clean. 2 of my other bridesmaids are saying that while Sarah was wrong, evicting her is cruel and I'm ruining the vibe of the wedding. My partner is furious on my behalf, but my mom thinks I should just let her pay for the cleaning and keep the peace. The dress is currently at a specialist cleaner who said it's a 50-50 shot the stain comes out. Am I wrong for nuking this friendship and her living situation over this? Did I overreact, or was I right to kick her out? Let me know in the comments.